Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Wednesday, the 26th of February 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Experience the best of both worlds today at betbitcoinsv.com, the best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a little flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Right, let's see what we got today. So Gavin Mail on his Spaces has just done a fantastic interview with Bernard from Centi. What a fantastic app that is. Huge amounts of potential in that, so we'll just go over that. Got some articles here from Cointelegraph saying Bybit hack forensics shows safe wallet compromised, led to stolen funds. No shit, Sherlock there. Also from Sony to Bybit, how Lazarus Group became crypto's supervillain. They're the ones doing hacks of crypto wallets and stuff. Cointelegraph also says DeFi revives the spirit of capitalism. I mean, what a load of crap. We know that DeFi is just all Ponzi scheming anyway. Yeah, another just BS stories. Got a post here from Calvin that we'll go through. Just checking out what CoinGeek are reporting on. You know, because who knows what's going on with CoinGeek and BSV Association and all that. It seems like a right shambles at the moment, but we'll see what's going on. Some 365 days of Bitcoin history, and then we'll go through the figures as per usual because the markets are in turmoil. The BTC, $82,000. Oh my goodness me. And that'll be the end of the show. Right, let's get into it.
Craig says he's Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, and transactions flying free. Just wait for the terror node, you'll surely see.
Here we go, rock and roll. Right, so Centi here. It says join the revolution, and then under other features it says here, look at this. Digitize your physical cash. Check this out. So it looks like they've actually got here, look, CHF, Euros, USDT. Oh, imagine if you could literally do a bank transfer with GBP or Euros or USD, whatever, to Centi, and then Centi tokenizes that currency on BSV, so you have a token representing that currency that they're holding and insured by the Swiss National Bank, so it's still backed by the value of Swiss francs anyway, and then you can send it anywhere in the world for free for literally thousands of a penny. That is what you want. You don't want anybody restricting or telling you where you can and can't spend, and you don't want any. You don't want to be in any particular jurisdiction. And it's the BSV network, the genuine Bitcoin network, that gets rid of all those jurisdictional boundaries. Literally, it opens up trade for everybody. It looks fantastic. You know, so look at this. Here we go. Look, pounds, GBP, euros. That's what it had there. Like micropayments, how it works. I mean, it really does look like it's going to be a fantastic app. I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing the sort of like the revamp of this. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Micropayments, QR bills, personal invoicing, peer-to-peer transactions, shopping online. Loving that. Loving that. Yeah, download the Centi app. It started right away. Yeah, it was if Gavin Mail does get a chance to upload that onto YouTube, I'd well recommend tuning and listening to it. I thought it was fantastic. Really good. Really good. Right then, let's get on to this then. So, Bybit hack forensics shows safe wallet compromise led to stolen funds. Bybit and safe wallet developer confirmed that North Korea's Lazarus Group was behind the attack. Whoa! So they got $1.4 billion worth of ETH shitcoin tokens. Whoa. I mean, they must be onto it. They can carry out a hack like that and get away with it. But sounds to me like it was just an insider. An inside job, which I suppose isn't too hard if you just get someone on the inside. A series of third-party forensic investigations into the recent Bybit exploit has revealed that compromised safe wallet credentials led to more than $1.4 billion worth of ETH being stolen by North Korea's Lazarus Group. On February 26th, Bybit confirmed that forensic reviews conducted by Signia and VeriChains revealed that the credentials for a safe developer were compromised, which allowed the attacker to gain unauthorized access to the safe wallet infrastructure and totally deceive signers into approving a malicious transaction. According to Signia's report, the attack originated from a malicious JavaScript code injected into SafeWallet's Amazon Web Servers infrastructure. The findings were also confirmed by the SafeWallet developer, which said it had added security measures to eliminate the attack vector. The SafeWallet team has fully rebuilt, configured, or a bit late, refigured all the infrastructure and rotated all credentials, ensuring the attack vector is fully eliminated. Bit late, it's shut the gate after the horse has already bolted. The announcement said, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Bybit suffers biggest crypto hack in history, 1.4 billion. Like, how on earth are they going to recover that? Like, how on earth? 1.4 billion. I mean, what? I think when it first happened to Bitfinex, it was just under $1 million. I think it was like 800,000. It was pretty good, quite big for a crypto hack back then. But I mean, this is like 1.4 billion. Crazy amounts, crazy. But I mean, it just goes to show you how far the space has progressed and how big the Ponzi scheme has got. You know, pumped by the cabal, and with all these names like OKX and Crypto.com, you know, advertising on Formula One. I mean, it's just massive, which makes the price volatility of BTC even more interesting. So we'll get to that in just a minute. So check this out, from Sony to Bybit, how Lazarus Group became crypto supervillains. Lazarus Group has stolen over $6 billion in crypto since 2017, making it the most notorious hacking ring in the industry. Lazarus Group isn't an occupational player in the hacking world or occasional player in the hacking world. It is frequently the prime suspect in major crypto heists. The North Korea state-backed group has siphoned billions from exchanges, tricked developers and bypassed even the industry's most sophisticated security measures. On Feb 21st, it pulled off its biggest score yet, stealing a record-breaking $1.4 billion from cryptocurrency exchange Bybit. Crypto detective Zach XBT identified Lazarus as the prime suspect, so again it's a suspect, after linking the Bybit attack to the $85 million hack on Femex. He further connected the hackers to breaches at BingX and Poloniex, adding to the growing body of evidence pointing to North Korea's cyber army. Since 2017, Lazarus Group has stolen an estimated $6 billion from the crypto industry, according to security firm Elliptic. A United Nations Security Council study reports that these stolen funds are believed to bankroll North Korea's weapons program. Well, bankrolling North Korea's weapons program? What? I mean, North Korea has got its own currency that they can print out of nothing, that they can just simply pay their own people to do stuff with. What do they need? Crypto so that they can buy things internationally because maybe the world doesn't accept the Koreans' fiat BS. Well, it's fiat anyway. I mean, it's ridiculous. One of the most prolific cyber criminal organisations in history, the group's suspected operatives and methods reveal a highly sophisticated cross-border operation working in service for the regime. Who's behind Lazarus and how did it pull off the Bybit hack, and what other methods has it employed that pose ongoing threats? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really going to go through it all, but I mean, fascinating story. Look at that. Almost, again, worthy of a Netflix documentary. Like, whoa. Sensational stuff. I mean, history will look back at this, won't they? And again, so I need to add this to 365 days of Bitcoin history. Like, whoa, it's going to be epic. So Cointelegraph continues saying DeFi revives the spirit of capitalism. Oh, decentralized finance is giving capitalism a makeover. Yeah, turning it into a massive Ponzi scheme and a load of shite. There's finally a vision or a version where everyone gets a fair shot. Oh, what? Finally? Do you mean they didn't get a fair shot before? And everything's out in the open. Many believe capitalism would be a force for innovation and personal freedom. Yeah, not if the cabal have their way. But let's be honest, it hasn't lived up to the hype lately. The big fish in every industry keep gobbling up the little fish, and they've got the political clout to set the game board however they like. Again, the only thing that's going to prevent that is the genuine Bitcoin, which is BSV. That is it. The original protocol. This is what Bitcoin was all about. It was to create a level playing field where people get rewarded for their work instead of stung by vulture capitalism and all that stuff. Let's see what other articles they got here. What crypto sentiment sinks to extreme fear as Trump says tariffs still on. Alt season 2025. Who cares? Bitcoin falls under 91k. Oof. It's a lot low. It's a lot lower than that now. I think it's like 83, 80, 82 maybe. And they're saying that Bitfinex says it's a critical juncture. Oh dear. Well, it's going off the charts then. Off their charts for critical juncture. Bitcoin tumbles under 90k amid ETF sell-off. Mounting liquidations. Ohio introduces bill preventing state taxes on crypto payments. Ugh, honestly, utter shite. Right, let's see what Calvin has said here. This is on the Bybit hack, so this is posted February 24th. He said the hacking of $1.5 billion worth of ETH from Bybit, the largest such exploit in blockchain history, has led to calls for Ethereum to roll back its network again, highlighting the importance of far less distributive token recovery mechanisms. The facts are still emerging re last Friday's Bybit hack, which appears to be the work of North Korea's infamous Lazarus Group. The group is laundering the funds as we speak via decentralized finance exchanges and coin mixing services. While Bybit appears to be handling the surging withdrawals by customers concerned that Lazarus may have left some other backdoors unexploited for now, the theft of so much ETH has Ethereum users talking about rolling back the network to its pre-hack state. It wouldn't be the first time. In 2016, Ethereum-based decentralized autonomous organization, the DAO, was hacked, impacting some 11,000 investors, although only 100 of these controlled nearly half of the ETH held by the DAO. A vote on what to do was held that weighted votes by the number of tokens held, giving the ETH whales far greater say in the outcome. The result was a hard fork of the network that turned back time before the hack and reunited users with their stolen tokens. This is what separated ETH Classic from Ethereum that we now know. The vote was highly controversial, given the tinglings of influence towards those who stood to lose the most. It raised questions as to what might have happened had ETH min-mows stood to lose the most and the whales decided to vote no due to a rollback disruptive nature. There are distinctive differences between the DAO hack and the latest heights that makes a new rollback impractical, but there should be situations in which interventions is possible, particularly when North Korea is known to be using stolen tokens to fund its nuclear weapons program. Enter digital asset recovery, which allows victims of crime or their own fat-fingered mistakes the chance to present proof of ownership to a court, which would then decide whether to issue an order to a network's block reward miners to freeze the tokens. Assuming the proof can be verified, the frozen tokens would be burned and replacements issued at the tip of the blockchain with full provenance records. Justice is done, crime doesn't pay, and the rest of the blockchain users are not impacted in the slightest. This is anathema to code is law types, but if this industry wants to be taken seriously, it needs to get over the emotional hurdle. Those who still believe in the rule of law can read more about DAR here. So again, I mean, it's absolutely essential for a digital asset recovery system to be in place to again, prevent espionage on a government level. Because if large amounts of trade, and we want a whole world trade on it, they're never going to risk something that they can't get back ever. And so this is why the network needs to be proved that it can be done, but for exceptionally large amounts, obviously. CoinGeek here has also said, look at how Libra, meme coin, unmasked a broken crypto market, the death of 95 and the rise of microeconomy, next generation atomic swaps for better DeFi apps, blockchain AI. Just a bit boring, really. There's just no real fundamental education. I mean, if they applied all of these articles to the real fundamentals of Bitcoin, the actual protocol itself, everything goes back to the protocol, and no one gets it because the protocol was hidden in the white paper. Very few people have. I don't know anybody that's extracted it apart from me, actually. You know, and then apply it to literally everything that they write. It'd be fascinating. But again, it's just all, you know, social media mumbo jumbo, really. Nothing really of any relevance to anyone. Right, let's get into some 365 days of Bitcoin history. Check this out. So we're on the 22nd of February is where we last left off. 22nd of February 2021, PMAC had all 4 of his bank accounts closed. He later admitted to lying on a loan application form. He said here, my bank has written to me telling me they're closing all of the 4 accounts I have with them. 65 days notice, no reason given. I've banked with them for 25 years. All accounts are in surplus. The same bank rejected my business account application. Yeah, so again, I mean, this is what the retail banks do if they know that you're involved in crypto or Bitcoin in any way, shape or form. It's absolutely outrageous. You know, I mean, it's politics at its finest. Also on the 22nd of February, there was the ETH flash crash on Kraken. Who remembers this? ETH flash out on Kraken. Recovers $1,000 within the hour. The popular cryptocurrency exchange Kraken saw ETH prices flash crash to $700 on Monday. Oh, but then did it rebound to $1,000? ETH dropped by some $1,000. Crazy ETH flash crash to $700 on Kraken. Now back to $1,700. Look at that. Look at the state of that. Again, that is pure market manipulation. I mean, we've seen this before on the May 6th, 2000 flash crash of the, I think it was the Dow Jones or the Nasdaq, one of the two stock markets. I mean, jeeper. I mean, it's just, we know who's behind it all. Unbelievable. On the 22nd of February 2024, so it was almost the anniversary of Copa Day 12, Mike Hearn and Zuko Wilcox were cross-examined. And Zuko, Zcash is better than Bitcoin, but centralized Wilcox said he denied receiving Bitcoin in 2009. He denied downloading the Bitcoin software in 2009 because he didn't have a Windows computer. Later admitted to having a Windows computer in 2009 to program using Python computer programming language. He was a liar. He later admitted to downloading the Bitcoin software in 2009, but on a Linux computer. He said he didn't know and therefore could not explain the timeline of events that he was involved in when involving himself in Bitcoin and creating Zcash. He said he loved Bitcoin because it was a distributed network and private electronic cash that private electronic cash required. Stated he created Zcash because it was better than Bitcoin because it was more anonymous, but admitted Zcash was centrally controlled. I mean, what an absolute plonker. You know, honestly, the face that he was giving to the camera as well, just smirking, just gave me the jitters, honestly. So also on the 22nd of February 2024, BSV begins technical testing of Terranode. That was a year ago. The anniversary of it, just passed it. Technical testing of Terranode, a watershed blockchain upgrade. This was published by the Nasdaq. Look at this. BSV begins technical testing of Terranode, a watershed blockchain upgrade. Whoa. Amazing. Amazing. Then on the 23rd of February in 1744, Meyer Amschel Rothschild was born. On the 23rd of February 2023, Gary Gensler said in an interview with the New York Magazine, Intelligentsia, he said all crypto tokens except for Bitcoin are securities. This is where he said it. So that was kind of like an overview of what he said. I'm not sure if he actually said those words earlier. I remember reading through the article, finding it somewhere. Down the bottom. Sam Bankman-Fried, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Epic article here. Let's have a look. Shit, look, he mentions shitcoins. Here is a simpler way of thinking about it. If you're an ordinary investor who bought shitcoins in the recent years, perhaps because of the celebrity endorsements, the high-profile ads, or plain old fear of missing out, get it while you can. There we go. Genesis. There we go. I don't think there's much economic use for microcurrency. Oh, look at that. I don't think there's much economic use for microcurrency. That's micropayments is what he's talking about. That is outrageous. He has no idea. And we haven't seen one in centuries because they can't hand us it. Most of these tokens will fail because the question is about these economics. What's the there? Anyway, you get the gist of what he said there, and that was it. 23rd of February 2023. 23rd of February 2024 with Copa Day 13. Terranode testnet went public for the first time and is the first network ever to publicly demonstrate 1 million transactions per second and for 3+ hours. Look at the transactions per second. Look, yeah, 1 million, 1 million, another 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. Look at that. Transactions per second. Amazing. So that was the anniversary 3 days ago. 3 days ago. On the 24th of February 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto came up with a new Bitcoin logo, which saw the replacement of the BC text with the B embedded with the gold coin. And this is it. This is the logo that we've got now. I think Craig did a cracking job there. Cracking job. 24th of February 2022, founders of cryptocurrency exchange BitMEX plead guilty to bank securities action violations. I remember that with Arthur Hayes going to prison for a few years. The 25th of February 2021, Coinbase lists unmasking of Bitcoin's creator among business risks. Yes, Coinbase lists unmasking of Bitcoin's creator as a business risk. Why would the unmasking of Satoshi be a business risk if Satoshi created BTC? But I think they're basically saying that he didn't because we know he didn't. BTC is the ticker symbol is on an altcoin that was created in 2017. We all know it, but normies don't. It's outrageous. The 26th of February, so the anniversary of this event. So giving testimony on the Kleiman versus Wright trial, this was Gavin Andresen, was questioned and answered about Craig being Satoshi. Transcript on page 119, he said, so we left it that you had just exited the proof session on April 7th and you walked, that was the next page, 20, so 119 to 20, walked away from the meeting beyond reasonable doubt thinking Craig is Satoshi. And he answered, yes! Look at that! Look at that. Is it page 119? See if we can find it just for nostalgia purposes. Here we go. Let's go around here somewhere. 117, 118, 119. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, look at that. Why 21 million Bitcoin? Why the name Satoshi Nakamoto? I believe we discussed some of the things earlier in London or later in emails, and so those are some of the types of mysteries that I felt like had been cleared up. Why did he choose Satoshi Nakamoto? Oh, they objected to that question. No way. No way. He gave me a book which I actually haven't read yet. It's a story about a Japanese merchant, I believe. Again, I haven't read the book, but the merchant is named Satoshi, and so that was the explanation for why he chose the name Satoshi. Got it. Okay, so I want to jump back into the timeline now. So we left it that you had just exited the proof of session on April 7th, and you walked away from the meeting beyond a reasonable doubt, thinking Craig is Satoshi. Yes! Whoa! And epic. So again, you know, all those people who aren't aware of what's going on, you know, the evidence is here is mounting and mounting and mounting. On the 26th of February 2024 was Copa Day 14. Oh, check this out. Everybody remembers this. Patrick Madden was cross-examined in the Copa case and got absolutely crushed, torn to shreds by CSW's lawyers. He admitted that Copa's lawyers, Bird and Bird, wrote his opinion for him and that he signed off on it to prove that it was indeed his own independent expert witness testimony that the entire case relied upon. So Patrick, they finessed it for me, Madden. Patrick Michael Madden, 44 years old, runs Right Click Forensics Limited, incorporated in 2011. He said he was not an expert in PGP keys, that's pretty good privacy keys, not an expert in latex, didn't use Enterprise the version of Grammarly to check the document, and admitted that Bird & Bird, the opposing counsel, wrote his independent expert opinion for him. They finessed it, had multiple meetings with Bird & Bird to write his report. How is that independent? And he didn't want to use an independent personal assistant, as in he wanted to use Bird & Bird to help him because he didn't like to work that way. I mean, just honestly, it's an absolute joke. It's a mockery of justice. 26th of February 2024, Jacob Rothschild, the 4th Baron Rothschild, dies aged 87 years old, leaving a legacy of an attempted global elite and one-world government controlled by the banking sector. Another one bites the dust. Right then, let's get into these figures then. Oh, look at this BTC on CoinDance here, just at $83,000. That's dropped from sort of mid 90s. $10,000 loss. Imagine if you bought on 100,000, then you lose $10,000 straight away. Mind you, if you can buy $100,000 worth, that's all right, isn't it? Really. So we got a great coin, $83,000. Fish, a B crash, what a joke. Fisher Price Cash, who cares? Bitcoin at just $34. Yeah, 34.66 top left. Let's have a look at the difficulty adjustment on BTC. Oh, it's gone down a bit, but it's literally just only second highest it's ever been. I wonder if all the shitcoin magazines are going to be going, oh, the difficulty adjustment has gone down, blah 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 blah. Literally, it's such a joke. Let's have a look at the hash rate on Bitcoin. So still steady away on Bitcoin there, just coming down a bit on Bcrash. Overall transactions, 44,000 on Bitcoin, representing 1.6% of the overall market. Yeah, cross-reference that on what's on chain, 44,311 over the last 24 hours. All right. Yeah, never knows. Transactions on the Bitcoin forks just 9.9%. Block size has gone up though, back over 55.25%. Megabytes of 22, 15, 10, 1, 2, 1, 1, 12, 3, 13, 12, 8, 14. So there's more data in two of those blocks than the entire column over on Gregcoin. So Bcrash still haven't got any blocks over a megabyte. Fisher Price Cash still can't get all of their blocks over a kilobyte, let alone anywhere near a megabyte. Let's have a look at the politics then. So it's 124,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Gregcoin. Mining Bitcoin at a 52.9% comparable loss. But it's 4% more profitable to mine on Gregcoin than Bcrash. But 13.4% more profitable to mine on Fisher Price Cash than Gregcoin. Meaning it is 17.4, it's almost 20% more profitable to mine on Fisher Price Cash than Bcrash. That's really quite funny. Right, let's have a look at the politics in the pie chart. Saying global hash rate 7 days, global hash rate 24 hours. Foundry USA put up to 31.86. BTC Foundry USA pull 30.5, Ampool 22.9. Other miners 2.78. Bcrash other miners 61% on there. 61%, and it's yeah, 4% more profitable to mine on Gregcoin. Huh. Fisher Price Cash, who cares? And Bitcoin, again, we'll have to cross-reference this with what's on chain. Oh, it was looking good. Kuv 31.2. QD Link 30.5. Tau down to 19.8. That's not like them. Jeepers. Oh, 12% lower. SA 100 at 10.64 and Gorilla Pool at 7.8. Well done them. Let's have a look at Crypto Quant. Exchanges reserves. See that they're cashing out. Yep, look at that. Exchanges reserve. Go there, but mind you, the price of BTC tanking there. That's quite a sharp drop. That should give all the shitcoiners the willies. Oh, look at this. So USDT slightly lost its peg there, but let's have a look at the market cap. Oh, maybe this would explain why Gradecoin has been dumping. So it's gone from 142.1 billion to 141.9. So it's only about 200 million. It's not really too much, but nothing there to. It's the only thing that's keeping BTC alive, because it does nothing. Literally does nothing. There's no demand for it because there's no utility. If it's useful, it's valuable. If it's useless, it's worthless. And they still haven't figured it out yet. So short ratio. Whoa, that's gone up to 2.2. 2.2. That might be the largest I've ever seen it. 2% is normally around like 0.6, 0.4, 0.5. But now it's actually 2.1%. Shorts have gone up. Yeah, look at that. Rather than dropping off a cliff, they've gone up a cliff. Wow. And then, yeah, look. 2.21. Wow. Amazing. So again, just have a quick look at this one. They're saying that Gate.io has got $500,000 there. OKX 1.2 million. That's about right. Indox is nothing like 73 million at all. But Upbit 1.06 million. Poloniex 8.24 million. I might actually have a look on there. Poloniex. Let's have a quick look. Markets. Can we search here? Search. Oh, what? You can't search for it. Have they delisted it? What? Let's have a look at this. No way. Poloniex aren't listing it. That's outrageous. Why would they be listed here then? Having a trade volume of 8.2 million. Or maybe they delisted it, but those who've still got it can still trade it, but you just newbies can't, or something like that. Zedixing is 6.6. Yeah, let's have a look at that. 6.8 for Zedixian there. 24-hour trade volume on BSV. And Huobi, 4.9 million. Oh, it's still not to be sniffed at. Jeepers. Whoa, look at this. Check it out. Check it out. Bitcoin versus Gradecoin. Let's have a look. Oh, come on. They'll be pumping tether hand over fist to try and bring that back down. They don't want traders to see that, do they? Look at that. I mean, like, how much lower can BSV go? I mean, what? You're looking at, like, $34. Is nothing. $34. But the big dog, Gradecoin, the biggest scam in history, is, well, we'll have a look at it in a minute. The thing is $82,000. And it's just dropped again. We'll have to have a look at that. Right, let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Yeah, so that's like trending along sideways. So that means that it's the Gradecoin, the big dog, that's having trouble maintaining its support. Like every Ponzi scheme, it's collapsing under its own weight. This is what happens. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. The big dog collapsing under its own weight, and we're seeing it against the genuine Bitcoin here. Wow. Wow. So let's have a look at BTC USD. Dropping off a cliff there. Let's have a look at this. And there's current TPS on genuine Bitcoin. TPS is just like one transaction every 2 seconds. It's not a lot. 5 TPS on BTC right now. But that is 10th, 100th, thousandths, 70 thousandths 7 10,000ths, yeah, a 70,000th of a cent for a transaction. It's absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. There is no beating Bitcoin. Right, overall market core, that is plummeted to 2.8 trillion. I remember when it was almost got to 3.7 trillion. Jeepers. So it's almost lost $1 trillion since its highs. Market cap. See the figures on this one. Does it say all-time high? No. But $2.8 trillion. Oof. Right, let's have a look. Great coin recovering to $84,000. But look, it's got a 24-hour low of $82,692. 24-hour high of 89,000. So it's lost 12% in 7 days. 16% over the last month. 16%. It's quite a lot when it's $100,000 per coin. 10 grand. But mind you, I mean, the majority of people that have got it, sort of bought in really early these days, and then it's just Tether that's been pumping it. There's no utility there at all. There's no genuine value. XRP has then dropped below USDT. Bouncing up a little bit. So where are I now? $2.20. Let's have a look at the rest of the market. Where's Bitcoin? Down at $86.34.85. Yeah, about right. Matches top left there. Oh, just had a little bit of recovery there. Cool. What was that? 24-hour, $33. $33. Crazy. Right, that is a 37-minute show. Got a bit carried away there. So I hope you enjoyed it. So as ever, if you enjoy these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi at Centi.com, Handcash.io, Simply.cash, Relasia.com, Rockwallet.me or Centi.ch. We'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.